Northern Arizona in the 1800s was not for the faint of heart. It was a place where only the strong and determined dared to tread. It was a land of stark beauty and unforgiving challenges, where the landscape itself seemed to test the mettle of those who ventured into its vast expanse. Pioneers seeking their fortunes in the West faced a grueling journey through this rugged territory, battling the elements and the unknown. The landscape was a formidable obstacle with rocky and uneven terrain that challenged even the most experienced travelers. Towering mesas cast long shadows across the arid land, creating an eerie and majestic scene that was both beautiful and intimidating. Dust devils danced across the sun-baked plains, a testament to the region's fierce heat and relentless winds. Travelers faced scorching summers and bitterly cold winters with temperatures that could swing dramatically from one extreme to the other. Water was scarce and the threat of dehydration was constant, making every drop of water a precious commodity. For those brave enough to venture into this wild expanse, the journey was a true test of human resilience and determination. Their stories, etched in diaries and letters, paint a vivid picture of the hardships they endured and the indomitable spirit that drove them forward. The terrain of northern Arizona posed a constant challenge to travelers. Rocky mesas, their sides carved by centuries of erosion, rose abruptly from the desert floor. These natural barriers forced wagon trains and stagecoaches onto narrow, winding trails. The wheels of their vehicles bounced precariously along the uneven paths. The deep canyons and arroyos that crisscrossed the region presented further obstacles. These deep, often dry, riverbeds could quickly transform into raging torrents during the infrequent but intense rainstorms. The lack of reliable water sources only compounded the difficulties. Travelers often had to ration their water carefully. They hoped to reach the next oasis or spring before their supplies dwindled completely. For those seeking a faster, albeit more perilous mode of transport, the stagecoach offered a bumpy and often terrifying ride. These horse-drawn carriages traversed established routes such as the Beale Wagon Road, but even these offered little comfort. The roads were often little more than rutted tracks. The stagecoach lurched violently, tossing passengers about like rag dolls. The threat of bandit attacks loomed large. Desperate outlaws preyed on stagecoaches, hoping to make off with valuables or money. Travelers rode in fear, their eyes constantly scanning the horizon for any sign of danger. The discomfort of the journey was relentless. Passengers endured cramped quarters, choking dust, and the constant jostling that made sleep nearly impossible. Section 4, the Wagon Trains' arduous trek. Wagon trains, while slower than stagecoaches, offered a sense of community and shared purpose. These groups of pioneers, bound by a common goal, found strength in their numbers. Families banded together, combining resources and offering mutual support as they journeyed westward. Around the campfires, stories were shared and bonds were forged. Yet, the challenges of wagon train travel were immense. The rugged terrain tested their endurance and resolve. Breakdowns were common on the rough terrain. Every bump and jolt could lead to a broken wheel or damaged axle. A broken axle or a lame ox could spell disaster, delaying the entire train. The pioneers had to be resourceful and quick-thinking. The threat of illness was ever present. With limited medical knowledge, even minor illnesses could become life-threatening. Cholera, typhoid, and other diseases spread quickly in the close quarters of the wagon train. The lack of proper sanitation exacerbated these issues. The lack of proper sanitation and limited medical supplies made even minor ailments a serious concern. Every day was a battle for survival. Despite the hardships, the pioneers pressed onward. Their spirit and determination were unyielding. Their dreams of a better life in the West fueled their determination. The promise of new opportunities kept their hopes alive. Section 5. The Iron Horse arrives. The arrival of the railroad in northern Arizona in the late 1800s marked a significant turning point in the region's history, bringing with it unprecedented change and opportunity. The Iron Horse, as it was known, forever altered the landscape and the lives of its inhabitants, transforming the way people traveled and conducted business. The arduous journeys by stagecoach and wagon train, which once took weeks or even months, became a fading memory as the railroad offered a faster, more reliable means of transportation. The railroad brought with it a new era of speed, efficiency, and accessibility, revolutionizing the way goods and people moved across the region. Goods and people could now move across the vast distances of northern Arizona with relative ease, connecting remote areas to larger markets and communities. Towns sprang up along the rail lines, their economies booming with the influx of trade and settlers, leading to rapid development and growth. The railroad, once a distant dream, became a powerful symbol of progress and a testament to human ingenuity and determination. It forever changed the face of northern Arizona, opening up the West to a new age of exploration, development, and endless possibilities.